Hello, my name is Emily Beaulieu, and this is the Online Engagement Task 1 Mini Lesson. This was prepared for the Teaching, Learning, and Development course in the Faculty of Education at Western University. Today, I am going to be demonstrating a cooking lesson step-by-step with observational learning theory. This theory was developed by Albert Bandura in the early 1960s. Bandura was interested in the study of aggression and violence. More specifically, he wanted to see if people learned to be aggressive simply by observing others. Bandura completed an experiment using Bobo, the clown. In this experiment, if the adults became angry and hit Bobo in front of a child, as a result, the child will then hit Bobo the same way the adult did. This was referred to modeling and imitation. Bandura also believed that self-efficacy has a powerful influence over behavior. For my mini lesson, I chose an observational learning theory because I will be using attention, retention, motor reproduction, and reinforcement during my cooking lesson. I will be demonstrating what ingredients will be required and giving a step-by-step process of how to prepare the dish from start to finish. This video will allow the viewer to observe the lesson. If the viewer retains the steps and utilize the information provided during the lesson, they can then imitate or replicate the demonstration. If successful, it reinforces their knowledge and they have a new recipe to add to their repertoire. Hi, my name is Emily Beaulieu, and tonight we're going to be making my favorite chicken orzo dish. So here is the list of ingredients that we will need for this chicken orzo dish. We have about 3 handfuls of arugula, we have some dried dill, fresh thyme, about a cup of orzo, 4 to 6 pieces of boneless, skinless chicken thighs, some minced garlic, and a mixture of olive oil and lemon juice that we will use at the end. So the first step is to have a stainless steel deep pot on the stove top. We're going to turn the heat on to low to medium heat. And while this is heating up, we're going to put in approximately 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Next, we are going to put in 3 cloves of minced garlic. So what we're doing now is sweating the garlic in the pot. So what we like to see is the garlic to brown. This will take approximately 5 to 10 minutes. Once that's done, I will take you to step 2. So now that we see the garlic is sweating and is going to a golden brown color, the next step is to put in about 6 cups of water into the pot. Next, we are going to stir it all together. Now that we have put the water into the pot, the next thing we're going to do is turn the temperature to medium-high because we want the water to boil. Once the water is boiled, that's when we're going to submerge the chicken thighs in. Now, the water is boiling. The next step I'm going to do is put in some thyme. This will give the dish lots of flavor. Stir that in. Next is the chicken thighs. So now you're going to submerge the chicken thighs into the water. Be careful, this is very hot. Once the chicken thighs are in, the next thing you want to do is close the pot on. We're going to set the timer on for 12 minutes. Now that the chicken is done, we're going to take the lid off. You're going to see the chicken is boiling. We're just gonna take the chicken out and we're gonna put it on a fresh plate. We are also going to take out the thyme off of it as well. And that's when we get to the next step, which is the orzo. So make sure this is still boiling because we're going to put in 1 cup of orzo. Now this orzo is going to cook for approximately 10 minutes. While this orzo is cooking, we are going to shred the chicken. So to shred the chicken, what I like to do is take 2 forks and just pull it apart, just like a pulled pork. Smaller bite-sized pieces. 1 is done. You're going to do the rest for the other 5 pieces. Okay, now that all the chicken has been shredded, it is going to go into the bowl with the bed of arugula. Can't forget about this one. Next, we are going to check on our orzo. We want to make sure it's not stuck to the bottom of the pot. Now we have about 30 seconds left. I'm going to take a couple pieces of orzo to taste test. We want this to be al dente. Now it's been approximately 10 minutes. I've already given it a couple of stirs and I've tasted it a few times and it's just perfect and ready to be drained. But before we do that, come on over to the sink. I've already put about 2/3 of a cup down in the sink because we want to catch that pasta water. And we have a colander that we're going to put it right on top. I'm going to try and balance it as much as possible. Now we're going to turn the stove off. And we're going to carefully bring the hot pot over and pour it into the colander. Now that we have the bowl with the bed of arugula, some shredded chicken, we're going to take this colander, give it a few shakes, and pour it right in here. You may want to take out a few sprigs of thyme that you may have come across. That's okay. Also, I've got some of the pasta water. We are going to pour some as required. Feel free to pour in more after you've stirred everything together. Now that we have the bed of arugula, shredded chicken, and orzo into the bowl, we are almost there. We are going to take some dried dill, if I can get it open, and put a little bit of a pinch of it into the olive oil lemon juice mixture. And we're just gonna give this a quick stir because we want the olive oil and lemon juice to emulsify. Now we are going to pour this over the orzo. It may seem like a lot, but we are going to mix all of this together. Now I've got a big spoon and we're just going to gently mix it together. Now that I have it all mixed, I'm going to sprinkle in some pepper. Feel free to put in as much as you like. You can also put in some pepper on top of the dish once you serve it. Now I've got a bowl right here. I'm gonna help myself some for dinner. There you go. Now I'm gonna add a little bit more pepper to it. And voila, dinner is served. This is my favorite chicken orzo dish. Enjoy.